Brace yourselves. This winter is shaping up to be one for the history books. Meteorologists and weather experts are sounding the alarm, warning that the months ahead could bring some of the most extreme winter conditions we've seen in years. If you thought last winter was tough, get ready, because what's coming may be even more intense. This winter could be the harshest in over a decade, with forecasts pointing to relentless snowstorms, bone-chilling temperatures, and widespread disruptions. Experts are already seeing signs that point to a season dominated by powerful winter weather systems. Forecasters are comparing the setup to the infamous winter of 2013-2014, a season remembered for its unyielding cold and record-breaking snowfall. This year, early indicators suggest we could see a similar pattern, with cold air arriving sooner and sticking around much longer than usual. Cities across the U.S. are already preparing for the possibility of repeated snow emergencies and extended periods of hazardous weather. A persistent dip in the jet stream will funnel Arctic air deep into the country, setting the stage for repeated snowstorms and biting cold. This shift in atmospheric patterns means that frigid air from the far north will sweep down, bringing with it not just cold, but also the potential for blizzards and ice storms that could paralyze entire regions. Unlike fleeting cold snaps, this winter's chill is forecast to linger, especially in the Midwest, Great Lakes, and Northeast. Residents in these areas should expect weeks, if not months, of below-average temperatures, icy winds, and snow that just keeps piling up. The cold won't be just a brief inconvenience, it's likely to become a daily reality. The season is predicted to start aggressively in late October, with the first significant snowfalls arriving much earlier than normal, and once winter takes hold, it may not let up until well into March or even April. That means months of snow accumulation, icy roads, and the constant challenge of keeping up with the weather. Communities from the northern plains to the east coast should prepare for a relentless winter, from shoveling driveways and sidewalks day after day, to dealing with cars stuck in snowdrifts and treacherous commutes. The impact will be felt everywhere. Frequent shoveling, hazardous travel, and major disruptions to daily life are all on the table. Schools and businesses may face closures, and emergency services will be stretched as they respond to winter-related incidents. So, dust off those heavy coats, stock up on supplies, and make sure your home is ready for the long haul. This is shaping up to be a classic, old-fashioned winter, one that will test our resilience and remind us of the true power of nature. As autumn ends, a powerful Arctic blast will plunge into the northern plains, bringing an early taste of winter. States like North Dakota, South Dakota, and Minnesota will see the first major snow and blizzard conditions before Halloween. Strong winds and heavy snow will create dangerous travel and reduced visibility. The cold will quickly spread east, with cities like Minneapolis, Chicago, and Boston potentially seeing 4 to 8 inches of snow by Halloween. Lake-effect snow will kick in, bearing snowbelt regions and signaling a long winter ahead. Even New England will get its first measurable snow as the cold air spills over the Appalachians. This early storm is a clear warning. Winter is arriving ahead of schedule and with serious force. November will see winter's grip tighten, with heavy snow spreading from the Rockies to the Northeast. Denver could be hit with a major storm before Thanksgiving, while the Midwest faces repeated snow systems and deepening snowpack. Residents will have little respite as storms keep driveways and sidewalks buried. The Great Lakes will see intense lake-effect snow, with Buffalo possibly getting over 18 inches from localized bands. Major cities like New York could see up to 20 inches before month's end. Brutal cold will accompany the snow, with highs in the teens and wind chills well below zero. The early sustained cold will be a shock. This winter is just getting started. December's setup is perfect for major winter storms and a high chance of a white Christmas. A deep jet stream trough will fuel powerful blizzards, especially in the Central Plains and Midwest. Chicago could see over 30 inches of snow in a single storm, with fierce winds and whiteout conditions. The East Coast faces nor'easters, with Boston and New York City at risk for 20-plus inches and coastal flooding. The Great Lakes region will endure relentless lake-effect snow, making travel dangerous. Heavy snow and strong winds could cause widespread power outages during the holidays. December will be defined by both snow and chaos. Holiday travel will be a challenge. January 2026 is shaping up to be the very heart of winter, an intense, relentless stretch that will likely be remembered as the coldest, snowiest month in recent memory. As the calendar turns, the season's full force will descend, bringing with it a dramatic transformation of the landscape. Streets, homes, and forests will be buried under a thick, icy blanket, and the world outside will seem to slow down, muffled by the constant fall of snow. The polar vortex will surge southward, unleashing brutal Arctic air and a series of record-breaking snowstorms across the northern United States. These powerful systems will bring not just heavy snow, but also howling winds and whiteout conditions, making travel hazardous and daily life a challenge for millions. Minneapolis could see over 40 inches of snow, transforming the city into a winter fortress, while Chicago braces for more than 32 inches, with snow piling up on sidewalks and streets and snowplows, working around the clock to keep the city moving. Buffalo, notorious for its lake-effect storms, could be buried under another 36 inches, as cold winds sweep across Lake Erie, dumping relentless snow and creating towering drifts that block roads and bury cars. Along the East Coast, Boston and New York City will be hammered by powerful coastal storms, with blizzard conditions and heavy, wet snow-snarling traffic, closing schools, and testing the resilience of these bustling cities. In the west, Denver and the Rocky Mountains will see a deep, persistent snowpack, ensuring a lasting winter that will feed rivers and reservoirs come spring, but also bring avalanche risks and frigid temperatures to mountain communities. Wind chills in the Midwest and northern plains could plunge to -20 degrees Celsius, or even lower, making any outdoor exposure dangerous. Frostbite and hypothermia will be real threats, and even brief trips outside will require layers of protection and caution. The deep freeze will strain power grids, freeze pipes in homes and businesses, and disrupt transportation networks. Highways may become impassable. And stranded vehicles will be a common sight as emergency crews work tirelessly to keep people safe. Navigating January will require serious preparation and respect for the elements. Stocking up on emergency supplies, winterizing vehicles, and having a plan for power outages will be essential for weathering the storm. This is winter at its most extreme, unyielding, beautiful, and dangerous. Don't underestimate it. Stay safe, stay warm, and be ready for whatever January 2026 brings. February won't bring relief. Late-season storms will keep the Midwest and East Coast in winter's grip. The storm track shifts south, targeting cities like Philadelphia, D.C., and Pittsburgh with heavy, wet snow. The West will see more snow, especially in the Sierra Nevada, Rockies, and Pacific Northwest. Salt Lake City and Seattle could see significant accumulations, and avalanche risk will rise in the mountains. The biggest threat may be ice storms, as warmer air clashes with entrenched cold. The Mid-Atlantic and Tennessee Valley face heightened risk for freezing rain, power outages, and treacherous roads. February's storms will be heavy, hazardous, and hard to ignore. This severe winter is not just a local phenomenon, it's the result of powerful global weather patterns interacting in complex ways. Our planet's atmosphere is a vast, interconnected system, where changes in one region can ripple across continents and oceans, influencing weather thousands of miles away. Right now, powerful storms brewing over Alaska and western Canada are sending surges of energy into the upper atmosphere. These storms intensify the Pacific jet stream, a fast-moving river of air high above the Earth, which acts like a conveyor belt, carrying cold air and stormy conditions deep into the United States. As these systems interact, they reinforce each other, making the weather even more extreme. One dramatic result is the arrival of atmospheric rivers, narrow bands of moisture-laden air that travel thousands of miles across the Pacific Ocean. When these rivers make landfall on the West Coast, they unleash torrents of rain, drenching cities and saturating the ground. As this moisture-laden air moves inland and rises over the mountains, it cools and transforms into heavy snow. The Rockies and Sierra Nevada are blanketed in deep snowpack, creating both breathtaking winter landscapes and challenging travel conditions. Meanwhile, far to the south, a tropical system is swirling in the Caribbean Sea, but instead of threatening the U.S. coastline, this storm is being steered away by the same jet stream pattern that's fueling our winter. The jet stream acts as a barrier, redirecting the storm's path and protecting the mainland from its impacts. All these events are deeply interconnected. The The jet stream weaves together weather systems from the Arctic, the Pacific, and the tropics, shaping the conditions we experience on the ground. This intricate dance of air currents and storms creates the perfect setup for a cold, snowy season across much of North America. Our local weather is just one piece of a much larger global puzzle. What happens in distant parts of the world, whether it's a storm in Alaska or a cyclone in the Caribbean, can have a direct impact on our daily lives, shaping the weather we see outside our windows. This winter serves as a powerful reminder of how truly connected our planet's weather systems are. From bustling city streets to remote mountain passes, we're all part of a global climate story, one that unfolds every day, in every corner of the world. Space weather is adding to the drama this winter. A coronal mass ejection from the sun is triggering a moderate geomagnetic storm, possibly making the northern lights visible as far south as the northern US. While beautiful, these storms can briefly disrupt radio and GPS signals, though major impacts are unlikely. The solar storm is unrelated to our winter weather, but it's a fascinating coincidence. It's a reminder of the dynamic systems, on Earth and in space, that shape our world. From swirling snowstorms to cosmic light shows, this season is full of surprises. Keep an eye on the skies. Nature's drama is everywhere. With a long, harsh winter ahead, preparation is essential. Check your winter gear, coats, boots, gloves, and stock up on layers. Service your heating system and assemble emergency kits for home and car, including food, water, flashlights, and blankets. For your vehicle, pack a shovel, ice scraper, jumper cables, and extra warm clothing. Stay informed, monitor storm warnings, and avoid travel during major events. Look out for neighbors, especially the vulnerable, and offer help when needed. Community support will be key to getting through this winter safely. With preparation and cooperation, we can weather whatever this season brings. Stay safe, stay warm, and be ready for a winter to remember.